What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of East versus West here on the Boo Bros channel. I'm here with my co-host Eddie from Eddytainment. How you doing, man?
Doing very well, my friend. How are you doing?
I'm doing right. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Doing all right. All right. Let's get into
All right.
another coast comparison for East versus West. But before we do so, if you guys would subscribe to the channel, hit them bell notifications to be aware every time we put up a new video. Like this video if you guys enjoy these coast comparisons. We have a fun time making them. And also check us out on social media. Eddie, what's our social media?
For Boo Bros, it's Boo Bros Inc., I believe.
All across the board.
All across the board. And just to give you a little bit more information, the Boo Bros is a conglomerate of a bunch of creators that have come together from East to West Coast, offering you travel, theme park, and holiday-related events. You really can't find us anywhere else. So make sure to subscribe if that's your type of thing.
Thank you guys so much for the 420 of you that have already subscribed. We appreciate it. This channel is growing fast. We cannot thank you guys enough for that. That has been an awesome pleasure to watch grow. So,
dude, it's crazy.
It's nuts. But if you guys enjoy the content here today, we also have solo channels. I am Anthony from the Knights of Horror. Link will be in the description below. That is Eddie from Eddytainment. The link will be description below. I cover all things horror. Eddie does lifestyle, entertainment, theme parks, all that good stuff. So check us both out if you guys like the video today. So with all that being said, let's check out another coast comparison. Today, we're going to be comparing Evil Dead, which was at HHN 2013 in Hollywood, and HHN 23, which was also 2013 in Orlando. So we're going to be starting here on the East Coast at Universal Studios Orlando Halloween Horror Nights 23 with Evil Dead. And I'm excited for this one. This was a solid maze, at least on our coast. I haven't seen anything on the East Coast, so let's take a look.
Let's give a shout out to who we're watching too, because typically we're watching Theme Park HD, but today we couldn't find this one in particular on Theme Park HD. At least I didn't see it.
No, it was pretty early on in the career. So yeah, the Orlando version will be watched on Inside the Magic. So special shout out to him, and links will be in the description below for both channels that we're watching the videos off of. So you can go check them out, subscribe, all that good stuff. And then over on the West Coast, we're going to be watching the walkthrough by Sharp Productions. So it should be pretty good. So we're going to kick it off here on the East Coast with Evil Dead at HHN 23. Eddie, you ready?
Yep, count it down.
All right, and 3, 2, 1. Well, it's already red. I like that. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
All right, go on the old night vision, man. No one does this. No one does night vision no more because low light's so good.
Yep, and just to add some extra info on here, I think I didn't actually experience this particular house.
The Necronomicon. Oh, they got the tape player. Oh, that's cool. It's all the pages of the Necronomicon, but bigger.
That does look cool.
Where are those pages at today? I want to hang one up in my studio. It's your typical HHN Orlando fashion where they kind of set up the opening facade and lead you into the house.
That's a big opening facade for the Evil Dead.
Yeah. And then you go right into the house. That's cool. Oh, they got the moving camera, which is supposed to be the demon.
Projection screen.
That's cool. There's the first room.
The piano.
The cabin. Now, have you ever seen this version of Evil Dead in 2013?
You know, I probably have, is what I will say, but I won't claim that I'm 100% sure.
This one was a reboot, and they wanted to make it as scary as possible, and I hear they're going to be making a sequel to it pretty soon. So I'm excited for that.
Wait, this was with the like bunch of teens that got a cabin together and all that fun stuff, right?
Yeah, so basically they go up for like a little vacation, and this is what Cabin in the Woods is based around in a way. But they go up on a vacation and they find this book called the Necronomicon, which is entitled the Book of the Dead. And they start, they play a tape that reads passages out of it, and a demon gets summoned and starts possessing all of them.
Yep, I've seen it.
Yeah.
You know what? It's kind of interesting watching this, how they go from like night vision to regular.
Yeah, just to get the effects, you know.
I'm surprised that the camera does that so seamlessly.
The makeup, I have to say, for this maze is really good.
Yeah.
You guys did a lot. It looks like it went a lot of practical.
Keep the arm, girl.
Oh, they have the girl under the thing too. That's cool.
Oh, I remember that.
That's terrifying right there.
I remember they locked her in there.
Wow, that's nuts. Imagine having to do that every single night.
I know.
I'd be trying to make it comfy as hell. Throw some pillows down there, you know. Have a little water down there.
Just move on in.
There you go, man.
Rent free.
Take a little nap.
I'm sure nobody's checking.
Yeah. I like the set designs in this one a lot. I mean, it gives a really creepy vibe. I mean, look, you see all the like dead animals hung up in the basement and whatnot.
Yeah.
Dude, I was tripping out of how
Where the hell did she
good.
come out from?
I was tripping. I just watched the Snow White ride through the other day, last night with my mom, and I'm tripping out of how good low light has come thus far. You know what I mean?
Dude, it's crazy. Did you watch Scott's recent like walkthrough? It was Snow White, right?
I don't know if it was his. I didn't watch his for sure. I know that much, but I know he did one. I got to see what
That
his
guy's
camera.
creepy.
He's got the same camera as you, right? Or it's the same similar.
So it's similar. So his is the first version, which has like the double SD and everything. Mine is the compact version, which doesn't have the double SD slots, but they both have basically the same components as far as sensors and everything. All right, that was pretty cool.
That was a pretty
I like
good
that.
one.
I'm actually like interested to see what your version is going to look like.
I really liked a lot of what they did with that one. They really told the overall arc of the story. That was one maze where I know with Orlando, they usually kind of go backwards to forwards in a way. That's kind of like their kind of offering. But this was one that kind of really stuck to from start to finish of the film, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
So I think ours did that too. I didn't get to go through ours. I think this was the one maze I couldn't go through because we were running out of time. But I do highly regret it. I must add though, because I see you winking at some people and whatnot. We are filming. This is the first ever East versus West. We're filming in front of a live studio audience.
And that's a bit of a stretch, but we do have some people that are viewing live here with me.
At least on Eddy's end, you know.
Yeah.
No one loves me. No one loves me enough to be in my end. So.
Oh no, I love you. I love you.
me.
I'm just on the East Coast. I unfortunately can't be there.
No, but yeah, I mean, live studio audience. That's big for us, man. I don't think we've ever gotten that far in our career, you know.
You guys can sign up online at our website to be here live as well. It's free, but you need to get approved.
Then you gotta either show proof of a COVID test that tested negative or a vaccination
blood
card.
test, COVID test, urinalysis, hair follicles. No.
Or you can skip all that and just show us your vaccination card and you're good to go. All right, we're going to move over to the West Coast now, all the way to Hollywood, California for Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights 2013 for Evil Dead over here.
Sharp Productions, right?
Sharp Productions. This is one I didn't get to go through personally, but I really wanted to go through. But I've seen walkthroughs many times, and I can't wait to see what you think. I can't wait to see what the overall consensus is. So
this is the first time we've actually done one of these. This is the first East versus West that we've done as far as coast comparisons that we actually both didn't experience them.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That is
really
interesting. Yeah.
All right. So this is really like a raw, I guess, feedback from both of us.
Pretty much. Yeah. I don't think we've seen either coast's maze walkthroughs. I mean, we've seen each other's coasts, but we haven't seen like on the East Coast. I haven't seen that one. That was the first time I ever watched that. This is gonna be your first time ever watching the West Coast one. So let's check it out, man. I'm excited. All right, you ready for the countdown?
Yep.
All right, in 3, 2, 1.
That Sharp Productions intro is dope.
It is iconic, man. It's like a roller coaster. Then it goes into their name, and then they kind of fade out into like the actual name. That was the year too that lower lots. That was actually a scare zone. It was Silent Hill.
So it was a scare zone that led into your haunted house?
No, because they did do a Silent Hill one year. I don't remember what that scare zone was. And Silent Hill was in this location, I believe. So we got the forest walking in, leads into the tree.
Was that a real person?
No, that's a animatronic.
Oh, okay. I was about to say that's an uncomfortable situation.
But see, right there, I mean, that's how you use black walls. Like, that's how you decorate them.
Yeah. It got really dark for a second.
Yeah. Okay, now we're in the cabin.
We're walking on it. I like that cabin facade. That looks
That's really dope. I honestly believe they reused that for Ash vs. Evil Dead as well.
Gotcha. Oh, that's super cool. How like when the black light comes on, the
words come.
What's it say?
Conda.
Conda.
I wonder if that's something in the Necronomicon.
All right, I'm already liking yours a little bit more. Just seems like
it looks like we're going room by room analysis too, in a way, and they're showing the iconic kills of each person.
Yours looks a little bit more fluid.
The only thing with our event is we use a lot of like animatronics and whatnot. So we'll have a blend of like a scare actor with an animatronic, or just a scare actor by itself, or an animatronic by himself, and it's kind of that blend where on your coast you usually typically use all actors.
For the most part, yeah.
There's the arm scene.
The arm scene seems a little lacking. She's cutting off her own arm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, they all get like a different death. Like, well, there's one scene where like the girl's cutting her tongue in half.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Set design though on your end is looking pretty awesome.
Gotta leave it to Chris Williams and his team, man. They do a good job on set design. Guys got an eye for this stuff.
I've never been a big fan of those like
oh, that's cool.
Those, like kind of like drapes that break up the scenes.
Yeah.
Oh,
which is there's the girl that cut
her tongue in piece.
Tongue in half. Yeah.
Oh.
So we're in the basement right now. That was really cool. They kind of showed.
Oh my god, that girl and the one cutting her tongue in half looked so alike. It looked like the same person.
Probably sisters. I think there was supposed to be a jump scare. Yeah.
Oh, that was an animatronic.
Yeah. I was gonna say I think there was supposed to be a jump scare right there. See, what made the original Evil Dead saga so iconic was Ash. And so when I saw this movie, and there was like, she's kind of like the new Ash in a way, where she's going to be taking over that role. But this part's cool. This is supposed to be like the raining blood scene where she puts the chainsaw in the girl's mouth. So like at the end of the movie, she has a face off with the final demon, and it's like a whole scene where the sky's red, it's raining blood, and everything. So it was pretty cool.
Shout out Sharp Productions.
I know, man. Sharp Productions at it again with another banger.
With the white vans.
With the white vans. So yeah, that was Evil Dead 2013 at Halloween Horror Nights, man.
Can I start off with my final thoughts?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So not having experienced either one of these, I do got to say, just from a visual perspective online, I think the Hollywood version was actually better. And from a set design perspective, the other, it could have been maybe the like night vision in the Orlando version.
Right.
I couldn't see enough of the set. In your version, there wasn't that much night vision. So that could have been a interrupter to how I actually perceive it. But your version of it actually looked a lot better. Didn't have as much night vision, if any night vision at all. So the set design was much more clear. I liked it a lot. I think both of them were pretty good. A pretty cool perspective on the movie, but the Hollywood version, I would have to give it to them. And that's a good reason why this year I might be coming to your event.
Hey man, just let me know. I'll be here. Yeah, I mean, I think, and we were talking about this throughout the video. It's just, it's funny to see how far low light has come with cameras. You know what I mean? A lot of the times now, you don't even need a night vision. You just throw in the low light settings, and it looks crystal clear. You know,
and a 1.4 lens like this one.
It was a little close up on the fingers, a little blurry
I know.
background. uh,
Dude, I can't wait to try this thing out. Like Scott, shout out to SoCal Exploring, shout out to all the Boo Bros, but SoCal Exploring recently released a low light walkthrough of a ride with his A7 III, and it came out amazing. So I'm so excited to see how this one ends up.
I know I'm excited for you, man. I want to see what you get as far as footage wise now and scare zones. It should be a little bit more brighter on your end, so you can
I hope so.
get a good visual of everything. I know you
Yeah,
guys are really strict on maze walkthroughs as well, so I mean, but at
yeah, it's
least I don't
impossible.
know. I don't know how Busch Gardens will. Are they cool with you filming inside mazes?
So I've never had media for the Howl Scream. I had it for last year, but it wasn't Howl Scream.
Right.
So we'll see. Maybe they'll let me film in there. Maybe they won't. We'll see.
They seem to
But
like you, man.
so far, it's been going pretty well. I love those
Ever
guys.
since that that interview we did with Merry Go Round, man,
It went really
it
well.
blew
It
up
went
from
really
there.
well. I love those guys, and I look forward to covering them this year. But what do you think about the two walkthroughs?
It was good. I really liked Hollywood's kind of set design and whatnot. But what I'm a fan of in Orlando is they opt out with not using animatronics and try to go as much scare actors as possible. And I've always been a fan of that. So to see more scare actors in the maze was really cool, and to really kind of see what was the same, what was not the same. Obviously, we know Orlando is famous for their like kind of big openings with like over the top like oversized props and a big kind of like logo getting you into the maze, and really good facades to get you going to set into this world. So I really am a fan of that kind of stuff. And this is not the first time like Universal has done that in Orlando. Obviously, they do it all the time with, they did it with Killer Clowns where they kind of set you up in the tent and then you go straight into like the alley, and it kind of sets up the film from there.
Yeah,
They did it with Universal Monsters, obviously showcasing all they had statues of each monster going into the maze, and then you finally go into your first monster, and then every
yeah,
monster after that. So that was cool.
that,
But they're really
that was
famous for
amazing.
doing stuff like that. So I really like to see what Orlando gets to do with a lot of their um, kind of set designs and whatnot. But I think I'm gonna have to agree with you. I have to give it to Hollywood, and I think it's just
Yeah,
lack of the night vision. I think if they had lower light cameras at the time, I think this footage would have looked a lot more crisp. Um, but only time has progressed, and we've gotten more and more better equipment now. They're constantly working every year to release better equipment for cameras and whatnot, and it's getting
yeah.
better and
That
better.
that night vision like kind of made it like interrupt. You couldn't see the set design behind the actual actors too well.
Right. So
Yeah,
yeah,
but this year, the Nights of Horror is going to be able to experience Orlando firsthand.
going to Orlando, man. I'm excited. I got the flight booked, got the hotel booked, and I got the. I just gotta wait for the tickets, man. Just gotta wait for the tickets.
For opening weekend.
Opening weekend, man. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have a lot of fun. I'm excited. We've talked about this for years now. Talked about it for years, and
Yep,
it it it, it
three to be
really
exact.
it really dawned on me when we got when I finally booked the flight. I'm like, all right, this is finally it. Like I've never gotten this far. I've always booked a hotel and then unbooked it, but then I've never booked a flight. So now I actually have the flight. I just got to buy the tickets, and when I buy the tickets, that's the end game right
Well,
there.
it's solidified. Is
It's
it you and Sammy or just you at the moment?
just me. Sammy won't be able to make it because of due to vacation complications at his work.
I mean, he's got plenty of time to change his mind, so who knows?
Who knows, man? Maybe he'll get more vacation days when that time
Yeah,
comes. So we'll see what's up. But with all that being said, this was another episode of East versus West Coast Comparison. Tune in next time. We're going to be doing American Werewolf in London, one of my personal favorite films, and one of my favorite mazes at the event. And I'm excited to see what Orlando did with theirs in Orlando. So we'll see you guys next week. If you guys are obviously new to the channel, hit that subscribe button with the bell notification to be aware every time we put up a new video. Like this video if you guys enjoy this episode of Coast Comparison, East versus West. And of course, follow us on our social media at Boobro Inc. All across the board, Twitter, Instagram. And if you guys want to see more of me, more of Eddy, subscribe to our single channels where you can see more of us on a weekly basis. So until then, We'll see you guys next time.
Deuces.